This was despite installing the best computer security defense systems possible. Why? It was almost always due to social engineering and, secondarily, unpatched software. Even though all my customers were spending hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars to protect themselves using the most advanced systems the industry could imagine and deliver, what was taking them down was the same things that were most often taking down companies since the beginning of computers: social engineering, and usually phishing. That realization occurred to me in about 2016. It made me depressed. Instead of seeing myself as part of the solution, I realized I wasn't really helping my clients to avoid hackers and malware. What I was doing was more smoke and mirrors. I was wasting their time and money. But it wasn't like I was alone. Most computer security companies and consultants did what I did, which was concentrating on everything but defeating social engineering and phishing, even though they were clearly the biggest problem by far. Still, it bothered me tremendously. I eventually wrote the first edition of a book about my realization: A Data-Driven Defense, A Way to Improve Any Computer Defense. Amazon.com/D-data-D-driven-C computer-D-defense-S should-U using /DP/B0 B R 9 K S 3 Z F. In 2018. The book sold over 50,000 copies over 3 editions, and its premise, social engineering is most companies' biggest cybersecurity threat, led me to work for my current employer, KnowBe4. The CEO of KnowBe4, Stu Showerman, was one of the first people to read my book and understand its value in not only recognizing the importance of fighting phishing and social engineering, but also in creating an effective cybersecurity defense using data. In April 2018, Stu offered me a job and I accepted. I was delighted. Not only was I going to start working for a leading firm in security awareness training, which is one of the best ways to fight social engineering and phishing, but I was also going to be able to concentrate on helping customers fight the biggest weakness in their cybersecurity defense as my primary job. I was pretty elated and remain so to this day. In the over 5 years since, as KnowBe4's data-driven defense evangelist, I have taught hundreds of in-person presentations and online webinars. You can see many of my webinars here. KnowBe4.com, that's KNOWBE4.com/webinar-library. You can download and read many of my white papers here. KnowBe4.com/security-awareness-white papers. And you can request that I do a presentation to your company here. KnowBe4.com/security-awareness-training-advocates. You can see dozens of my presentations for free on YouTube. I speak about a lot of topics beyond social engineering, including multi-factor authentication, quantum, ransomware, passwords, password managers, nation-state hacking, and cryptocurrencies. But most of my presentations include something about fighting social engineering and phishing, even if that isn't the primary topic. I never miss a chance to educate listeners about the importance of focusing on preventing social engineering and phishing. There is nothing else most organizations could do better to reduce their existing cybersecurity threat than to reduce social engineering and phishing threats. This book is the best advice for today's world to help you fight social engineering and phishing. I don't know of another source that has more coverage and suggestions. Not humbly, I think I can best teach anyone how to reduce their social engineering and phishing risk. I break down many of the necessary critical lessons and processes into the simplest recommendations and charts you'll see anywhere. I cover every policy, technical defense, and best practice education practice you should be doing to best stop social engineering and phishing. Do you want to know how to best reduce cybersecurity risk from social engineering and phishing?